Social media apps have changed our lives. Not always for the better, but they give us hours of entertainment. Still, not all of them survive for decades. MySpace comes to mind? Anyone? Okay, I'm that old. They need to always adapt and get better. One way that TikTok is trying to do that is by making the app better continuously. They have launched a new augmented reality app. Here's what you need to know about TikTok's Effect House. Firstly, what is it exactly? The TikTok Effect House is a way that developers can get involved and even contribute to the process that the app is busy with in creating their own version of an augmented reality app. When it's released on the app, it'll allow users to add real-time filters and cute pictures on their videos. It'll be a massive bonus for the app that already has loads of users and is especially popular among the younger demographic. But we know that they want to have fun with these apps, and that includes having a lot of funky filters and edits that you can do in real time on the app. It'll hook fans of the app even more, and obviously TikTok creators are hoping that if they keep evolving, the fans will stick around and keep using the social media platform. There are a lot of young people using TikTok, and many different people have said that the platform is in danger of just being a fad that will fade away as their users grow up and move on. I'm not entirely sure that it would happen very quickly, since it seems more and more people are starting to use the app instead of less people. So I doubt that it'll fade away anytime soon. Still, it's never a bad idea to keep evolving. Effect House is the answer to that and allows developers to get involved in creating AR effects and is in its beta version right now. So, where is it available? The TikTok Effect House is only open to developers at this stage, and it'll help TikTok create great effects and filters to use on the app, eventually and hopefully. But more on that a little later on this video, so stay tuned. So to be very clear, this is not something that has been released on the app yet, and not something that users can use at this stage. It's all for developers and for them to be creative, and still isn't open to all regions of the world. Only developers from certain markets of the TikTok app are actually able to join Effect House and get involved in the project. But one of those markets does include developers from the United States. If it's really something that you would love to get involved with, the best thing would be to check on the TikTok Effect House website and see if your region is on the list of regions that's open to work for the app. Next, how can you get involved? Like I've already mentioned, there are only certain areas where Effect House is open to join for developers, but for developers in those areas, you can go to the Effect House website and then fill out a form to get permission to join the project. It's pretty extensive, and you'll need to give them quite a bit of information. First, you'll need to give your TikTok handle, so they obviously want developers of the AR effects to be actual users of TikTok too and have experience with their app. They also want regular information like your name and the amount of experience that you have with creating augmented reality apps. Then they would like a link to your portfolio, but this is a step that's optional and not one that's required. And lastly, they want to know the types of effects that you would like to work on to create for the app. They probably want to know just how much you know about creating effects like that and want people who are thinking of unique ideas. It's quite a bit of information, and for a project that isn't completely clear on what they can offer developers, it does feel a bit strange. Next, the experiment. A TikTok spokesperson explained to the media and tech websites that the TikTok app is always trying to expand their products to create additional tools for their community that they can use when they're making their TikTok videos, and make these tools even better to ensure that their app can get growth all the time. It allows users to be really creative when making TikTok videos and make some really awesome things. Creating an augmented reality app is just another experiment to try and create some cool things that will eventually be available on the TikTok app to make the videos that users can create more high-tech and fun. Are any of you developers? Would you be interested in getting involved with this project? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section. We would love to hear from you. When will the augmented reality effects be available to use on TikTok? Are there any other apps that are similar? We'll answer those questions next. When can users expect to start using this tool? The short answer is probably that we shouldn't hold our breath. There's no real guarantee that we'll ever get to see the augmented reality tools go live on TikTok and be able to use them. As the TikTok spokesperson said, this is an experiment, and experiments don't always get off the ground. It's a very real possibility that they might never get to the stage where they start to use this tool in a practical sense. And that is a very real possibility that they could completely discard the project at some stage, and all the hard work that developers put into it could possibly go unused. The other possibility is that they could decide against using these tools in the TikTok app, and that they eventually decide to use what they have learned and seen to make a completely new app that is more focused on that. It would be a bit of a shame, since it's being created by TikTok users for TikTok users, and using their knowledge for something else wouldn't entirely be, fair. Now, are other similar tools already available? Yes, there are. Quite a number of social media platforms are currently working on similar projects, or or they have already implemented tools that seem to be similar to the tool that TikTok is trying to create. Both Facebook, or Meta as it's now called, and Snapchat have launched projects to crowdsource augmented reality development and to expand on the things that they already have. Snap's project, Snap AR, has launched a multi-million-dollar fund in order to create this program and enlist the help of over 200,000 developers to create their new tools that users will be able to use. Facebook, or Meta, launched a project that's even bigger. Their project, Spark AR, launched, and it included over 600,000 developers, and they came from 190 countries. We aren't sure if TikTok's project will be anywhere as large, but they seem to be trying to get there. Next up, why are they creating it? To get more users and to keep the users that they already have. Most social media apps that are focused on sharing pictures and videos have a lot of options for creating some incredible stuff with filters and effects. Now, don't get me wrong, TikTok has loads of really great stuff that gives you a lot of options. But for an app that is completely built on just making videos, there's still a lot of things that fans would love to have available on the app. There are even those that still say they make their videos on the Snapchat app with the app's filters, and then they make those videos and bring them over to TikTok where they post it. Not really an ideal way to use the app. Building on the tools they already have is a really great way to keep fans engaged on the app and to keep making videos. These things need to be super user-friendly and easy to use because there are people of all ages that are using the app. Loads of children of stars are creating their own accounts, sometimes with their parents, and this has encouraged younger fans to join too. Then there are a lot of influencers that use the app to make a bigger variety of content, and their fans join to see what they're posting. But if they didn't keep evolving, they would eventually start to lose fans. Lastly, how has the reaction been on TikTok Effect House? Honestly, not great. There have been a lot of criticisms about the ideas surrounding the project that Effect House is creating and about the way they're trying to make it happen. But it might be a bit unfair since we don't know all the details about it yet. Sure, it could be a complete disaster, but on the other side, it could be a complete game changer, not only for TikTok, but also social media as a whole. We'll just have to wait and see how things turn out before we judge completely. Are you excited to see what they come up with? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know. Thanks for watching. Take care.